Hello and welcome to part 2 of the full playthrough we're doing as Germany, and let's not waste any time, let's get right on into it. Come on, load, there we go. Alright, so here we are. So for those who either haven't seen this for a while or are new to it and just want to see from here on in, we are the 29th of March 1938, and so far playing as Germany with all the difficulty settings, regular Ironman mode. We've gone from the right. We took France first and we've taken Denmark. We've gone up here for the tungsten and we finished off taking Poland, Latvia at the end of last episode. We've done all of that before the Spanish Civil War has finished. And so yeah, that's a quick recap. So let's get right on into it. Again, for copyright purposes, I will keep the music there off. Bring the game sounds in, and hopefully just a tiny little bit of background music won't do anybody's head in, just a little bit. Alright, so the plan is, let's have a look. Can we invite someone to faction? Sometimes when you load a game of Hearts of Iron, this is like a bug and you've just got to switch over to the following day. And so let's unpause now and get to the next day, which will be the 30th of March 1938, and then we'll see where the land lies. Right, pause. Yeah, there we go. So we can't invite Hungary after all. Right, Rommel's over here by the UK. Now Rommel is having Rommel, he's having real supply difficulties here for some reason, which is not good. So I'm going to spread his divisions out a little, and hopefully that'll help with some of their supply issues. Yeah, there we go. Are we short on trucks? Perhaps that... Yes, we are. Okay. And so, Rommel, supply your army using horseback for now. There we go. Those supply issues fizzling out. Okay. That's that. He's got... no, because we don't have command power. It's only guerrilla fighter. So my next plan, again, let's pause it there, is to try and get the world as quickly as possible, sparing no one. UK's got to be on the menu. Unfortunately, this channel is problematic. Let's leave it at that. The UK's got the Royal Navy. They have also got an Air Force that, while nothing completely overwhelming, especially not in March 38, is still more than we've got. And we need to ramp up production if possible. Speaking of which, have we... You see, we've not even got enough spare to begin training another squadron. And so, let's have a look. Unassigned divisions, let's get those in. There, I'm going to unpause now. Insufficient resources. Yeah, we're very short on rubber, and I recall this now. We've got some major problems trading with Brazil, because although we are sinking their convoys, they're also sinking ours at some place. And it looks like actually we're losing more of our convoys over here than anywhere else. So I'm actually going to designate this area yellow, and you know, if they have to put a convoy through there, you know, do it, but I'd rather they go Bay of Biscay. But unfortunately, these convoy routes here just far from ideal. Let's see if we can connect some of this up by rail, just to help alleviate some of this situation. Let's upgrade that bridge there to a level 2. Now this level 2, Brandenburg here. I guess level 2, level 2, level 2, and hopefully on that as well. Level 2. I realize these are not feel like it's the highest priority ever, but we're losing so much to this here. And of course, I think you can manually shut off. Yeah, there we go. I also want to put a radar here ready for attacking the UK. We're still only at level 1, but let's put it there. I think that's going to be the most suitable state. We are researching for radars, yes. So they will be next. Right. How are we doing Navy-wise? He's got 10 out of 10 and 8 out of 10 there. Both of them are engaged. So we've got no spare subs, but they are at full pace. These guys here are on strike force at Brittany, which is interesting. I would like them... this was because I had the heavy cruisers. I believe some, if not all of them, got sank. Where's the detached? Yeah, we lost 2 of the 3. At least we kept the main guy. But this guy is being repaired. Now, they are a strike force. What have we here? We've got 1 sub doing its thing in the Mediterranean. Just the one. He's set to attack at low risk. That is, of course, assuming that he's the one instigating the attack. And then over here... These guys are actually on patrol. Yeah, because of all the problems we've been having. These guys are on patrol as well. Fine. Insufficient resources. Yeah, so really we need to sort the rubber situation out. We're getting 1 more piece through than we were just a moment ago, so that's a good sign. Let's increase the speed a little bit. We don't need to declare versus the UK. More guys for training. Let's just have a little look with regards to the equipment. Now, hang on. This seems a bit bugged. Anti-air and anti-tank. Are we not producing any? Okay, we're not yet produced any. That's why. So it's not bugged. It's just be... Right, construction-wise, looks like those railway lines have been complete, which is great. And that certainly has helped things. Let's make that a level 3 bridge. And bring that to the top as well. Right, things are going quite well. And so the anti-air is beginning to be built. We haven't yet equipped our divisions, and I'm going to start with the motorized. And we'll put anti-air there. And yeah, those are a lot of nice bonuses. We lose a little bit of organization, but overall, it's decent, I think. I'm going to save that, and that leaves me with just 10. And I'm going to equip a new infantry division with that. So rather than trying to modify this one, I'm going to duplicate it, add anti-air in there. And this is a good boost for the division overall. And that's going to take all of my army experience away. And let's rename this one then Inf 18. And I'm just going to change the icon a little bit to make it more obvious. And I will start with this solitary sword. And so the solitary sword icon is basically the same as the other one with the anti-air. And I'm going to remember that. I'm going to put those to the top. I'm going to bring these to the bottom because I don't want to produce any more of the old ones. I want to start producing these guys. And I'm going to go for 6 divisions at a time instead of 9. Low manpower, we're fine, so I'm going to dismiss that. We've still got 400,000. If I see it trending down, I will have to change my rules, but so far, my laws, but so far it's okay. I'm just not happy. How many convoys are we losing? We've got 797. We will keep an eye on that. Right. Research. The weapons is clearly... 1. Okay, let's pause because things are getting ready. Some of these are ahead of time. Yes, we need this. Naval support. I want this one. This is obviously important because we're going heavy sub. You know what? Let's just get it done. I'm not going to spend 50 of my navy, which would be great, actually. It takes 202 days, but it's going to knock it down to 90 days. And it's a 150% bonus. That is huge for such a long thing. I realize, you know, it's a lot of Navy experience, but I'm going to go for it. Because our subs are very clearly Navy. And do you know what? Is there anything else we can do? Yeah, we were working on the Navy. Let's get the depth charge throwers, because I really want to make our Navy a little stronger. You see, now this isn't, even if we add the 50, that to me, 122 down to 55. It's still a 150% bonus, but I'd rather put that bonus on something that takes 200 days, not 120. Let's research. Okay. Insufficient resources, the same old. 3 dockyards. Right, things are starting to come our way. So, nothing spare though. Let's see what we're most short on. This guy has got himself destroyer leader. Well, that is what he is. Let's get that. And then hunter killer. Yeah, because this guy is... that's primary what he's doing at the minute. There we go. I'm going to leave these even if I had the command power. So let's see what we're most short of here. Well, these guys are short of... Oh, I don't care about the mine layer destroyers. I'll just drop that back to 1. There we go. These guys short on anything. He wants a destroyer. I want some subs down there as well. So what I'm going to do is ask the factories in south of France. Because if you remember the whole situation we had with the Navy last time. This game doesn't seem to quite know where to put things. We'll ask for a destroyer. Let's ask for 2. And they're going to drop out on the south of France. Just checking that they're not going to reinforce anywhere else. Okay, so we've run out of those. We've run out of the light cruiser thing. I'm just going to drop this down like that. Just so that he's got everything that he needs. The only reason he doesn't yet have the heavy cruiser is they're in for repair. This down here is going to be 2 destroyers. Interesting, it says 1 out of 1, but there it says 0 out of 1. So to me, that's already a bug. And yeah, we've managed to sink something there. We've managed to sink something there. And we got a couple of subs there, which is good because these guys are causing us no end of bother. I'm even thinking, I don't know, you see, I'd love to move this Navy strike mission over, but they're the only ones covering the lower Baltic Sea. I would like to get something up in the Danish belts as well. I'm just going to change these to normal ops. Active sonar. I really need the UK. What's this? We've got our 1 sub engaged versus a convoy in what looks to be 12. Are they subs as well? I think so. We managed to... nice work. Nice work. Right. We've got enough command power. Have we got anything suitable for Manstein? Do you know what? Let's just give him the guerrilla fighter 1. There we go. Yeah, so my real problem is there's no way I can get into the UK without naval dom. I've not got anywhere enough boats, nor have I enough, well, in the Navy, which is really what I need. We're going to rearrange it as we see fit. Sorry, Bulgaria, but, you know, as we want. What I want to do, therefore, is I'm going to have to think about paratroopers to get into the UK. So let's try and do that. We'll try and grab a hold of a port and we'll go from there. And so paratroopers, okay. And let's try and get one of these cruisers sorted, seeing as we're light anyway. So all the spare factories now on the Hipper class. Right, new national focus. Demand Sudetenland. And then fate of Czechoslovakia. So we can get that. Modify government. Political advisor. I think it's time for this guy to help with the nations that we currently control. Achtung! And we've got 2 now regular. Right, this Schnell division, these are kind of our MPs. Well, I don't want a division of MPs just rolling around. I'm going to convert those to the infantry, the new style. And as you see, we've got nothing like enough anti-air. I also going to rename them. I think you can. I think we can rename these guys. There we go. That's better. Otherwise, it's going to bug me seeing Schnell division, even though they're not. Right, this infantry battalion is ready. Let's have a look. Rommel. Let's replace that guy who is not quite... Do you know he's got 2? So let's bring those over. Just so he's fully ready. With regulars or more. Right, this training army is got another regular, so over to Rommel. And I think slowly we can start picking up the pace. We're now getting 7 of the 8 rubber from Brazil, which is great. And we're not... doesn't seem like we're losing too many extra convoys. And we're only 2 rubber behind now. And now we've got them all. And so the changes that we did shortly after getting into this game, this episode, are starting to pay off. I don't know why sometimes they disappear and sometimes they don't, and you need to right click them. Naval wise, that was a mistake last episode, sending our heavy fleet over there. Right, we've got 2 subs. I need to see where these guys are. They're both in the North Sea, which is, you know, or at least I'm going to say out of the Mediterranean. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to build up one of these fleets up to 20, and when it's there, I'm going to split it in half, rather than creating a new flotilla with just 2 subs. That's the way I'm going to do it. So we'll do this one down here. And what's happening down here with this guy? He's still engaged down there. When we get another sub available there, I'd like to give him another one as well. We do have a couple of yards working on subs. Here we go in the south of France. And it looks like he's going to be getting one of his destroyers momentarily. And then we want to work on upgrading those as well. Although I think we're still researching, yeah, depth charge throwers. And then we'll upgrade it at the same time. The new sonar with the... Do you know what? Might just be worth getting a partial upgrade. Let's try it. So create a variant and sonar... yeah, level 2. Look at this. Massive, massive increase. Can we upgrade? Oh, we're still level 1 there. Torpedo launchers. We could upgrade those, but I'm thinking, is it worth the cost? Probably not. And it get quite a refit. I don't know, man. I don't know. Do you know what? Let's just do it. I am starting to think it's a waste now of my Navy experience, not anything else. I definitely need the sonar on there. So let's just change that. And then this is going to be my new boat. We'll finish the one that we're working on. Right, new change in government. So the material designer, let's just go for the artillery. What's this? Weapons. This has changed as well, hasn't it? Because they combined one of them slightly before. So let's go for that one, the artillery. Seen as I research anti-air, regular artillery, as well as anti-tank. My agents are getting caught. Right, a couple of panzer divisions. Great, over to the training army, who, oh, by the way, has got a bunch, guys, finished. Bok, just infantry, guys. He's got 2 that are not ready, so we'll get those, and we'll re-equip him with those 2. And we've got Manstein over here. He's got 3 infantry that aren't quite ready, and once again we'll replace his and give him everyone else as well. There we go. And so soon, I mean, I'd love to be able to just go full pace, but I don't think we can. Italy's got another attack planned. What's that? Sardinia, I think. Oh, look at this. We got to destroy a bunch of convoys, so that was a good mission. Alright, let's pick up the pace then, and I'm just going to have to hit pause when something happens like this. Free civilian factories, brilliant. Look at all these synthetic refineries, and we're starting to build up fuel a little bit now. Do you know what? While the going is good, let's get another one of these refineries under construction there. And there. And then again, you can bug us once that's... Oh, it's going to be very shortly. Look, that's almost done. Civilian factories would be nice to have some more. Road network on these would be even better. So let's go 1, 2, 3. And once that's done, it can bug us. More infantry of the old style passing out. We've got 3 more divisions that are ready, handed over there. How are we doing now for motorized trucks? We've got plenty. It's anti-air that we're short on. Do you know what? A couple of military factories to get that underway would be good as well. 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to put these... Let's put that refinery at the top, and I'm going to put these 3 military factories beneath, because I need those first. There we go, like in that order. We're killing, which is great. And again, this whole Czechoslovakia thing, so we can start pushing down. And I seem to think Romania was off our Christmas card list. They are. So you know what? Let's begin justifying anyway. It's going to take 30 days. There's our first bit of action. Seeing as the UK is going to be a little longer anyway. So let's get Rommel over here. Make sure he's equipped himself motorized again. There we go. We got to keep an eye on that because we've not got loads of spare trucks. New research slots, so we'll definitely hold off. There was this up here. Yeah, look at this. 1938. We need that. 5% basically on all our infantry stuff. 3 dockyards. That's great. One of the heavy cruisers, I guess, is finished. We've also... No, there's a sub here as well, so let's up that one now to 14. The reason I'm not just going straight to 20 is because of this whole business with the south of France. Yeah. 3 dockyards, therefore. Oh, no, they're not finished yet. I would also like them to get on with all of the rest of them as well. So let's get the Scharnhorst. We'll up that to 10. Is this in VAR? We've got an infinite amount of subs going in VAR. Do you know... Let's just get the wand complete. And now let's have a look. So that sub's now in the south of France. This one's operating down here. And so let's up his submarine fleet to 2. There we go. And 2 subs are better than 1. Right, 3 dockyards. Yeah, I wish the automatic just worked a little better. Otherwise, this whole thing we wouldn't have to juggle with, which is... I didn't think it was this bugged before. Now, we need more destroyers in the northern side of things, and we've got these new additions. Let's just check we didn't get... No. I would update the depth charge by 1, because there's only 1 slot to do, and depth charge level 9 ain't great. Right, the new destroyer then. And we'll get them to... I don't know, deploy over here. And an infinite amount for now. Modify Officer Corps. Is it that? It's that Victor Anti-Sub Specialist, which is probably really good, but... Not for us. Right, these guys, again, over here. Oh, speaking of which, seeing as we're going to go into Romania, we probably need this guy over here as well. And so let's delete your orders there. And let's just have him in the area so he's sort of ready to go. Rommel, let's make sure he's got the Air Force. And Bock's holding with Russia, which is fine. Bock, let us have your Air Force, your combat air support, and your fighters to Rommel. And do we have enough air bases over here? I think so. I will just update this tile by 1. And supply, oh, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? So we really need to push really hard. Because we are short on supply to the area, I'm just going to hold these back even further. Like, just a tile back further than I would ideally like. Something like that. Perhaps even that one. There we go. So it's Rommel and this guy, and we'll just reposition. I'll tell you what, for now, just so it doesn't confuse things, we'll reassign Bock over to the other Field Marshal. So this Field Marshal down here is entirely involved with Romania right now. And I'm just thinking we maybe do have a few spare aircraft at this time. Yes, we do. And yes, we do. And just boom. Let's get these 3 wings training. Demand Zutenland. Let's go on with first Vienna Ward. What? I thought we just... I don't meet the requirements. I don't own Zutenland. Oh, I want the fate of Czechoslovakia then. Well, that was a waste then, wasn't it, of a thing that I can't use. Let's get the Navy for the extra naval slots. Achtung. New division for training. Ah, they have seceded. Okay, thank you. Right, Czechs next. That was usually quicker, I'm sure. Box there. But, yeah, short on supply. That's the problem. Can we get... Oh, he's got the supply drops. Really needs some more. Just looking to upgrade some of these spots where we're not getting enough through. There we go. Right. New research slot. How are we doing with regards to those paratroopers? They're not yet complete. Can we get this? Not yet. How far are we off the next? Oh, we're still a ways off. Okay, that's fine then. I'm thinking about building some half-decent cruisers then, because, well, they are pretty good. We've got the new airplane catapult. These really help find enemy things, so let's go for that one. Fuel refining level 2, that's going to help a bunch. So how much are we currently? Let's have a look at this. From refineries, 489. So once this completes in 5 days, that should be higher. Let's see what it changes to. 489. There we go, 518. So it wasn't really the biggest upgrade in the world, was it? But we need more fuel, so this is a good one. Plus 50% per refinery. That's, to me, sounds like a much bigger improvement than this one. Yeah, this one just 10 and 20%. So this one really is better than this one, but I guess this gets more oil. This more fuel from the oil. So it's like you need both. You need oil and then you need fuel. Planes. I really want this new heavy machine gun. These are ways ahead of their time. This one, and it's quite a short one. Let's just get it, because I do want to, once this and the improved airplane catapult are done, I want to work on my cruisers. And those may recall on the last episode, when we got our Navy upgrades here, I went for flexible contracts, which basically makes cruisers really cheap to design and redesign. And that's because cruisers have got quite a lot of slots on them, and I find them very good ships. Combat air support, close air support, yeah. It's called combat air support, right? They call it close air support. It's the same thing. Agility plus 20, air superiority plus 10. Yes. More divisions. Let's keep going. How are we down here for supply? Even worse. Do you know what? I'm going to bring these guys manually back here for no other reason than supply. Which I'm thinking it may even be worth, if I just deselect the Panzer, just temporarily pulling off a few divisions from Rommel for no other reason than supply. Again, we'll put these just waiting back there. There we go. And then we'll tell Rommel, attack like that. Just waiting for his this last Panzer to get into position. There we go. So he's got supply now, which is probably better than having 10 more divisions and they haven't got supply. We've told him to go. We're going for it. The independence of Romania is guaranteed by the Czechoslovakians. Okay, so Czechoslovakia is going to start on us. Right, perhaps this army that we broke off, we do need. Let's get Heinz Guderian controlling it. And Heinz, you best start pushing on Czechoslovakia there. And then we've got over here hanging back Manstein. Well, I don't think he can hang back no more. We'll push like this. Now that leaves this area here not very well defended. Well, Paulus, I realize you're a training army, but you know what? When needs must, reposition him like that. There. Right. There we go. So we've got a new war on our hands. Czechoslovakia joins the Allies. And let's just... Oh, yeah. Well, he's a panzer guy, man. He's a panzer guy. I know he's not commanding any yet, but that is what he is. And let's just give him guerrilla fighter as well. Italy wants to get stuck in. Italy, we'll say yes when it's over. Because again, don't want him grabbing our territory. Oh, we've got a bunch of divisions here with Bock. Do you know what? Bock temporarily let some of your divisions go. Manstein's not happy because he's not there. And let's get our free military factories. Right. Trade. We don't need to trade for rubber anymore, but, because we are so short on aircraft, let's keep it on. More trucks, because they're always useful, and then we're going to need fighters. And all new factories we produce can go there. We're getting more refineries. Do you know what? I think we can let go of that trade agreement just for now. There we go. Angetreten. Go on then, Manstein. Look at this. Czechoslovakia is already coming into a bit of our Poland. Achtung! Let's give, again, a few more divisions over from Bock. Let's go Rommel. This division here, let's assist the push. How are we doing there? See, this is a great attack. We've got 36 combat width out of 35. Zeigt es ihnen! What would be really helpful is if we could get that guy attacking like that. There we go. Have we got a supply there? Well, we've got the river, which is not quite the same, but... Let's redraw the front lines a little. Let's give him a new colour, because we've got a lot of reds here. We'll give him blue, just for now. Really? Is front split up like that? Oh, because of Hungary. Well, that's not helpful at all. Let's split this army off to this guy. Get him over here, and I'm just going to delete this front line. Oh, no, that's ridiculous. There. Go like that, and Bock, you best stand some more divisions over to this guy. Also, 3 divisions there, and that looks a little better. Once this guy gets his additional divisions, which I think he's now got, we'll start him going as well. Yes! They've taken Vienna. Well, you're not going to hold it for long. Paulus, you shouldn't be training. You should be attacking. That's terrible. Terrible mistake from me. It's got no organization. Paulus, for now, you're going to have to be assigned to this field marshal. There we go. He's starting to attack. That was a big mistake. Right. New national focus. Additional navy. Why? Hang on, have we got anything a little more? Let's get the air innovations done. Unassigned divisions straight over to Paulus then. And new research, right? Destroyers, cruisers. That would be great if we could get that early. There's a lot of stuff coming up. There's a lot of stuff coming up. I'm thinking we would do better to get some of it squared away early. So let's get this machine gun, heavy machine gun for the aircraft first. Right. Yeah, look at this. We're short on factories now because we've lost some of them. How are we for equipment? Anti-air's really where it's at. 3 dockyards. And we do have some subs. So we've got 3 in the north. And so 1, 2, 3. And I think if we get some more in the north, just to get it done. Let's get 5 more subs done. And we'll release them. There, Vese Emps. Right, there we go. We've got this heavy cruiser. That was what we were waiting for. Docked in Brittany. So I want the other heavy cruiser here. Okay. And again, to make them go over there. Again, I wish they would just go, but they don't. So you've got to get them to patrol. And now you see we've got this big arrow as this cruiser. It all by its lonesome is coming around to reinforce. I just wish it would anyway. I still don't want Italy getting stuck in and then taking over my thing, that's all.
Zeigt es ihnen! Los, los, los!
Go on.
Achtung!
You know what, Bok? Let even more of your guys come over here.
Angetreten!
And you may as well free up your motorized as well.
Achtung!
Now this guy, who's got the most? He's got supply issues, Heinz, so let's go motorized on him. And we've definitely got enough trucks.
Angetreten!
Same here.
Achtung!
Right, Paulus is starting to make some progress. So there we go. We've avoided a couple of those things. New divisions. And once again, Paulus just because he's the nearest. Right. More research complete. Right, yeah. There's so much. There's so much. Let's count. Go on then, let's go for the cruiser. Modify government, political advisor. I want the war industrialist because he's going to help us build basically war stuff quicker. We've got new doctrine available. And let's go for it. I'm not going to be redesigning my divisions at this time. What I need here
Achtung!
Looks like they're retreating from there anyways. There we go. That will be great for supply.
Angetreten!
As soon as this lot gets repaired, that'll be great for supply. And this here we need for supply, so I'm gonna put that at the top of the list, and that will help a lot. And that sounds like naval invasion. Well, we don't care about that one. Enemy has air superiority. By goodness, they do. Dangerous naval invasion. Well, we don't care about that one either. We're interested in what's going on here. By look how they're spreading through our south. Let's get these. No. Why can't you just move south?
Bereit!
What is this?
Bereit!
Why can't these guys? Not sure what all of that was about. That's all okay. I did want to get the Dora, so let's start researching that.
Achtung!
Paulus.
Bereit!
Come on. I can't believe this one infantry guy is just tearing us up. Right, he's been cut off there, which is great. Now this guy must go this way.
Angetreten!
So this guy can start getting our territory back. Otherwise, Italy's going to end up with it all, which is not right.
Bereit! Befehle!
Gonna have to slow down time a bit. This battle is far from organized.
Greif weiter an!
Manstein is aggressive. Well, carry on being.
Bereit!
This guy suddenly doesn't have much of a front. Just get him to reinforce behind
Befehle!
Rommel.
Befehle!
And let's get this guy on aggressive now as well.
Angetreten!
Do you know how's the air doing over here? I'm thinking it might be more helpful to get just one of these over here and Rommel one of your fighter wings as well over here. A new doctrine again. Let's go carry on down the sub side for now.
Zeigt es ihnen! Ausrücken! Angetreten! 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 Ausrücken! Los!
Surely between you all you can get this tile. Great.
Ausrücken!
Now this one.
Bereit! Ausrücken! Unter Beschuss! Ausrücken!
Come on.
Los, los, los! Ausrücken! Zeigt es ihnen!
Let's go just a little bit quicker. Right, new doctrines. Battlefield support, air supremacy, yes.
Alright.
You want to assign divisions? Paulus. And we're starting to win this. It's messy, but we're starting. Of course, Bok's been on the periphery the whole time. He can always just send a couple more divisions over just to expedite the whole process a little.
Achtung!
Give a couple to Rommel as well. Obviously, we'll make sure Bok gets all his lot back. I don't get this weird higgledy-piggledy motion down here with these battalions. It's perhaps because they don't want to go over the hills, but let's just get him to help out down here. This division, seen as it's in the area, and then making its way back over here. Come on, why are these guys just...
Suchen Deckung.
Paulus, make your way over here. Go.
Zeigt es ihnen.
This guy, make your way down here. Go.
Ausrücken.
And this guy, well, he's already making his way over here. I don't just want it to seem like every time you attack, you go aggressive, because you don't, and I don't. But on this particular occasion...
Zeigt es ihnen. Alright. Alright. Zeigt es ihnen. Greift weiter an. Rückzug.
No, it's not a retreat.
Angetreten. Ausrücken. Greift weiter an. Zeigt es ihnen. Achtung.
Come on then. And pause. We're going to run out of fuel. Trade for fuel. Argentina. Let's get another convoy. Venezuela. Let's get a couple of convoys over there as well. That helps a little bit. Let's ask for a couple more convoys. Just so I don't have to worry about it for now.
Achtung.
Unassign divisions once again over to Paulus. Right, this battle, look at the mess. Czechoslovakia, actually, let's give them the credit. They really caused us a headache there. Rommel. Let's give him scavenger. He's gonna need it when we get the other way. Equipment-wise, that's looking real good. And you remember last episode, we're always short of support equipment. Does look like we've really gotten that squared away. Production, we definitely need more anti-air though, so 5 on anti-air now. There we go, Czechoslovakia finally capitulates. So with it, we'll pause. I see. It was the few Romanian divisions over here. Well, they're now cut off. Nice of Romania to help out while we're battling their spot. We've got this over here. Do we not have any tank in the area? Well, we do.
Befehle. Alright. Befehle.
This Romanian division, they're just tearing the place up, causing us no end of bother. We've got a Panzer on the case. Can we get motorized over here as well, just because they're fast, and another one? And so, now this guy, great as he's been, I'm going to hand his stuff over to Heinz Guderian. Okay. Actually, everything except the motorized. Just because One of the motorized we're using.
Achtung!
This one we're not, so we'll give that to Heinz. Heinz also wants some panzers.
Bereit?
We've got a panzer here, Manstein. Well, yeah, Manstein keeps his stuff. So let's get Manstein over there now.
Befehle? Achtung! Befehle?
Who is it? I'll tell you what.
Achtung!
Let's give this guy the order to just carry on fighting over here. So,
Angetreten!
Paulus, give this guy your trained up stuff. And Paulus can head back to Berlin. And he can carry on training when he gets there. Do, however, leave some things, again, just to help this guy, to make sure, because there's some weird motion over these hills and it's causing me a headache.
Angetreten! Achtung! Ausrücken!
And it's crucial we finish these divisions off sooner rather than later. As soon as they've done, we'll disband that particular army. And we've encircled a division there. Great. Now, new national focus. We've let this get away from us a little bit. Tactical air efforts. I'm going to carry on down here. And then we'll get the U-boat stuff as well. But let's get U-boat stuff first. New research slot available. The destroyer. We were going heavy on the navy. I don't want to go at the expense of everything else. Let's get this basic armor for the tanks. Unassigned. Right, there we go. Romania capitulated. That's nice. We'll give these lot to Paulus. And Paulus, you can get training. So we've got Romania. Now, has anybody else been... I can't believe this is still going on. What was the story with Bulgaria? Well, we like them. Oh, and they weren't too happy with us, were they? Because of whatever other reason. Well, you know what? We can remedy the situation.
Achtung!
And just give it to Rommel. We'll just make sure he's fully equipped.
Ausrücken!
Has this guy finished his... No. Right.
Achtung!
Let's give... so Heinz, just give some of your stuff to Rommel. Rommel's already got panzers, but he could do with... I'll tell you what, that was perhaps too many. I want Rommel to have one motorized... Oh, Heinz has got not... Well, do you know what, Heinz, you're not involved now.
Achtung!
And this guy... Again, he needs more panzers, but, you know, Rommel's getting stuck in on this occasion. Right, these guys, we'll bring them just out the way. Let's put him there. Manstein. Just in case things kick off with the Yugoslavs, we'll put him over here.
Los, los, los!
And come on, Mr. Cavalryman.
Angetreten!
Come on. Finally, finally. What a headache they caused. Right, Cavalryman is going to get disbanded. All of his guys that aren't vetted up over to Paulus. Everything else over here. So,
Bereit?
yeah. Heinz Guderian.
Bereit!
not those guys. Oh yeah, those are training. You don't want to be over with the field marshal anymore. How do you unselect a field marshal without... I guess you just put him with an invisible one. There we go.
Alright.
Right. It was this guy. This guy. So the Panzer's over to Heinz Guderian.
Angetreten.
And then these 4 divisions that are all vetted up.
Angetreten.
Let's give him to Manstein. Okay. How are we doing? We're still behind on anti-air. New doctrine available. So we've got tactical, strategic bombing, and ground support. Well, to me, ground support's more important. So we'll do that first. We're still getting convoys here. Right, Navy we've not addressed for a little while. We've got 4 subs in the north. So coming over here. So here's where we go. So I up him to 20. Okay. And then as soon as they've gotten there, we'll split him in half. Just pick up the... There we go, 2020. Right, select this flotilla now, and I'm going to split in half. And so now, if I reselect, we've got 3 flotillas with 10 apiece. I'm just going to make sure this is all set, and I'm going to go to medium risk now, and make sure they're all on convoy, which they are. Now we've got 1 more sub in the north. And same again, start increasing down here. We've got a destroyer in Brittany, which is great. So that comes to Bay of Biscay guy. 4 subs operating now. I'm just going to break the... It says 2-2 there, but there it says 0-2. This is just so bugged. I'm going to just go like that. And we'll see what happens. These guys are on patrol. I'm going to set these now to strike because we'll be losing a lot of fuel through these. And you can see some of these destroyers now can be upgraded. If I just set one of them to do it, look here. Better at sub-detection. Yeah, because these guys are all old. We need some of them. It's only going to take 6 days. Let's get a couple of them in for that. They're going to repair as well. And then I'm going to put this at the top to make sure that they're basically given the priority on the... getting themselves upgraded. Right, I saw spare civilian factory there. Research. Yeah, the gun. We're on the 7th of December, so I'm going to do my old trick of letting this fill through the month, and we'll dump it in on the guns in January. 3 civilian factories now. Brilliant. Radar, we level 2, yes we are. So let's upgrade this radar base here as well as over Germany because we were always wanting to do that. Supply line wise, yeah, this here could be a little better. There we go. Let's also connect these guys there. As well as the Navy ports here and from there to there. Barbarossa, okay. When all that's done, more military factories, because these are now done. I'm going to put all on there. Ostmark, let's put 3 refineries on, and over somewhere a little further north, Thüringen. Let's go all civilian factories. And they're going to help us build stuff quicker as well. More research. Yeah, we were waiting for that. A sub. This is in the north. And this is a new destroyer. Great. We're still building stuff in the south of France. Oh yeah, we want that. Updates at the top. Research. So, destroyer Brittany. Yeah, so I'm thinking we need to resupply this guy over here. Eastern North Sea. There's already 3 destroyers there, but here, this is a little light. Destroyers. So let's up that to 5 to begin with. There we go. Justification of Sophia has complete. Interesting they call it Sophia, Bulgaria. It's like completely different name, innit? Go on then, Rommel. I realise he needs some air, so you hand yours over and your combat air support. I never actually checked airbase wise how we're doing, but there's loads. I guess we could increase that state by 1 and put even more. We'll put 1 over there as well. That will put... Yeah, that should be a plenty. Right, declare war. Go. Research. Oh yeah, I'm good. That's gonna keep on bugging me. Paulus, he's got some guys ready. I'm not itching to send these out because I'm thinking as soon as I've got more anti-air, I'm going to update them. Bok, of course, we stripped him right down, so let's start resupplying Bok. Right, those guns are done, and so let's come over here to our production aircraft and let's modify it from the old style to the new style. And look, air attack, now that goes to 20. And that there to 24. Yes. We do want to get more thrust on these if possible as well, but for now that's great. Okay. Now, let's change this to Bravo. Just thinking any other changes we can make. Combat air support. I don't think so. I mean, that would be great, but it makes us too heavy, so we can't. Interwar close air support will decommission because we're not making those. That makes it too heavy. What if we replace that with... Interesting. Look, ground attack actually goes up if we... So is that, I think, is a bonus. That's a better tactical bomber. Obviously, it's not as good as strategic bombing. Oh, what do you know? It does up it a little bit, although loses the agility. What we've done just adds weight, though. Maybe it wasn't good then. Let's leave it. Let's leave it. Certainly need more factories. How's Rommel doing? Very well. I'm just thinking, can we justify against anybody else? We're already at war with Greece. Yugoslavia. Guaranteed by Romania. Well, Romania is a has-been, so... The thing I don't like, probably what always happens when I go with Yugoslavia is Italy comes this way and then somehow Italy gets awarded, you know, all the territory you have conquered suddenly gets handed over, so let's leave it. I'm not immediately going to... see, that's a good one, but no. Let's keep an eye on this. This is going to be an easy win for Rommel. We don't even need to micro.
Right. Befehle.
There we go.
Achtung!
Well, at least I got to keep that piece and it didn't get handed over to Italy. Because, yeah, this is what I hate, right? So Italy drops 3 divisions in down here. They get this state. And now, because they've got that, if we push into Greece, it's all going to go Italy's way anyway. I mean, you could argue Italy had started over here before. Fair enough, but still. All right, whatever. Going to help them out just because, well, they're our ally. But, you know, I wanted everything. Right, go on then, Rommel. You do your thing. Right, we are now 4th of January, and I have wasted a little bit of experience here. Construction level 3. And dispersed industry. Let's get it done. And then after that, we'll start upgrading the tech. I think we'll start with the infantry weapons. Doctrines available. Let's just get it done. Right, that's that one. We've got another one here for the Air Force. Let's just get the Navy one done.
Achtung!
Right, motorized over here.
Angetreten.
He definitely needs that.
Angetreten.
And how we frontier. We've finally gotten enough, only just, but we have.
Angetreten. Angetreten.
So let's start converting some of these over, a couple of divisions over to the new style. How are we with regards to the paratroopers? We've got them, so let's start recruiting paratroopers. What's the division look like? Just 3. So very small combat width. Not the best. Yeah, let's leave it as is and recruit them over here, Westphalen, and as many as we can. High priority for the equipment. 8 divisions. 9. We can't recruit any more than 9 special forces because of some weird limitation, but what I can do is disband this old mountaineering division. In fact, we'll change the template over to the regular infantry. Okay. We'll bring those back to Paulus. And we'll rename them as well. And now can we recruit one more? Yes, we can. There we go. We could even recruit 2, but let's leave it at an even number. Infantry template 4. Let's just decommission that. Template 3, just the cheap line. This one over here was what we have. This is like our old one. Oh, it is our old one. Cavalry. Yeah, so these are less important than they were. We'll still keep them in until we are a bit more motorized, but yeah. Okay. He's doing okay, just again the supply issues being what they are, and for no other reason than I don't want to lose all my divisions just because they can't be bothered to put supplies through. I'm going to connect it here. Connect that up there as well for me. A lower priority, but I'm going to connect those two spots up as well. And again, for me, high priority, connect those. Back to Rommel, who's run out of orders because it's complete. Let's push here into Athens. Just do it. This should be relatively easy. Look at this. There's only one division here. Interesting. Now it's suddenly got handed over to me. Part of it got taken off Italy and handed to me. We've got some more updates here as well. So we've got the new update stuff. Hey, this is... oh no, it's not new. It's just in a different position. Okay. Tactical air effort. Let's get it done. Unassigned divisions. Paulos. And he's got some guys ready. Great. Let's give those also back to Bok, who is very unhappy about his situation with Russia there. I know. I mean, there's nothing stopping us going for Russia next, because the UK, you know, it's just, I just feel if those paratroopers don't work out, which I just don't hold out that they will, we've got bother.
Angetreten. 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 Bereit. Ausrücken.
There we go. Now, weird how it's given this part to Italy. I wonder if they'll retain it.
Angetreten.
We'll let Greece stay down there, right? Okay, looks like for now Italy's going to keep it. Well, that's fine. I'm just thinking, do we need to defend down here? What happened with Albania? Do you know what? We said last time, didn't we? We did say, Albania, you're next. Because I like your harbour, that was the reason. And yeah, look, our railways have been connected up, which is great. Right, we've got spare civilian factories. Do you know what? If I can keep down here, I would like a prominent airbase in the region. And there's already a 3 there. Is that mine? It is. So let's upgrade that to all the way. Is that mine? No, that's Italy, and that's where the resources were. Huh. At least we got a little bit. They got a particularly good spot there. Right. Yes, so we've got a naval here. We've got a connection there. Because the AI just never seems to bother with railway lines. Let's connect them that up as well. That may as well go like that. Because that helps us as well when we're in their area. This railway line could do with being updated to level 2. Didn't realize that spot weren't connected. Well, we'll fix that. New divisions, Paulus. Right, whoa. How are we doing for tanks? We've got quite a few and trucks as well, so let's put some of those on. Again, I don't like to just leave them recruiting because I run out. Especially when I start giving them to infantry. There we go. So we're already short on tanks for that, but only just. Right, we said guns. Let's go for it. And again here, shortage. Let's update where the bottlenecks are. Yeah, we need a bit more priority here on this. Let's just bring the refinery down until these repairs have been done. And same with this and this. There we go. That order. It should go through pretty quick now because these are short tasks. Paulus and these guys over to Bock, who's a little happier, but still not entirely. Right, let's just convert all of these in one go to save time. We've got none available, but oh, we could. We've got 1939 Engineer Company. That's huge. That helps us a lot. Tank-wise, these are all still ahead. Artillery, let's get that done. Seeing as that's a new piece of equipment, everything else is more of an update. Anybody over in this area? Right. He's got 4 Panzers, 1 motorized. I would like him to have at least 6 and 2 motorized. Tell you what, seeing as Heinz is not doing anything, let's give everything that I wanted to Rommel. And let's pull out these 2 guys. We'll bring those over to Paulus. And then they can be doing this. I would also like Rommel to have a bit more of the guys with the anti-air, which so far... Well, we gave them all to Bock. So Bock, I'll tell you what, these 3 divisions that are currently reinforcing Bock, will redirect those over to Rommel. And so for that, we'll take 3 divisions off Rommel. We'll give those to Bock for now. And then at least Rommel's going to have some anti-air infantry as well as Panzer and everything else. And again, he still needs more supply in this area, which... we've done what we can. If it still says short after this update, it's a lot better than it was. There we go.
Angetreten.
Ships we've not looked at for a little while. We've got 4 subs in the north, so we'll give those over here right away. That deals with that. We've got 2 destroyers in the north, which is Bay of Biscay. Do you know what? I'm going to put the 2 destroyers in the north with this guy. They're going to patrol. Low risk. And then the other squad is going to go on to strike force. There we go. And then that way, we're not using up as much fuel. And because of that, trade, we can ease right off now on our fuel. So Argentina, we're losing a lot of convoys to those, so we'll do that. And same with Venezuela. We'll drop all of those off. We'll keep it going with Iran. No, we won't. There we go. We're almost self-sufficient at this current usage. Right, new war goal, Albania, yes. And we did say that we was going to take such Yugoslavia again. I just don't want it going to Italy. I want Turkey as well because they've got a lot of resources. You know, usually I go Russia and then push down into Turkey, coming in the other way. Well, let's do it the other way around today. Turkey is going to be next. 25 days. And then we'll go Russia and we'll have a front from the Caucasus, which is again something I've never done. Just before, right, the battle cruiser. I thought it was a battleship. Battle cruiser in Hanover. That's in the north. So let's come over. Where are we here? He's got battleship. You know what? We'll give him one battle cruiser as well. There we go. That's in the north. And then the other battle cruiser, I think that's we'll give it over here. We've got 2 subs in Weser Ems, which is also in the north. Right, great. So these can reinforce this one. And that's it. I still want there to be more down here. What we really need to do is attack here, which is France, and then come over here because I need to invade Gibraltar. Either that or we need to knock Spain off, which for now, do you know what? These guys aren't really our friends this time, are we? Because we didn't assist them. So I'd be really a fool not to have anything down there. Unfortunately, right now do you know what? Let's just recruit some of these real cheap ones. Train. One time. 16 divisions. I know that they're rubbish, but it's better than nothing. Right. Join war request from Italy. Go on, Rome. No, I don't want Italy. I forgot to attack. No, I don't want them because I want this. There we go. That was nice and quick and easy. Great news. Joe, I've really been ignoring the intel agencies. Let's just create an agency. So we've done it. And now Italy can join the war now that it's over. Okay, we are justifying versus Turkey. And it's going to take us about another 3 weeks to do. We've got this beautiful front line here, which benefits us. But it won't once we start compressing into Istanbul. Rommel again. Rommel's got real good stuff. How are we doing for anti-air? Do you know we are slowly catching up? What I would love to do, just because I need more of it. Construction. Where are we here? Production, I beg your pardon. Anti-air is just put a couple more factories onto it. Let's have a look at the air situation for Rommel. They're all at work. They're all at work. And they're all at work. Great. Oh, these guys have been training for ages. And so let's put combat air support. We've got bother over that particular region. That should put a stop to that. We've got these guys here. I'm going to give to... Who's the guy who's holding here? Witzelbom. Right, Witzelbom. Let's give him this particular squadron so he can control those. We've got the combat air support here. We don't have anybody else attacking right now, so I'm going to give those over to Rommel, seeing as he's next anyway. And let's recruit some new air. So we've got 2 fighters. We could perhaps even get 3 done. Yeah, that's it. Okay. No, we can't because we don't have enough people. So we finally have to change our laws. From limited to extensive. There we go. That kind of crept up on me. We've also got here for military high command. I want Rommel, but now I can't because I've just used some of that command political power to change the rules. This is really heating up. As soon as we've got Rommel, then we're pretty much set in that regard. Air's looking okay.
Angetreten.
Well, they're both strategic bombing now, so I may as well work from top to bottom. Pause. You see, why is Rommel as what's the problem, Rom?
Achtung.
Is he just... What is the problem? There's a reasonable amount of... I don't know. Let's give him his attack command anyway. I just think he could really easily take that. Let's go to there.
Befehle.
And this guy here, he's sort of with Yugoslavia. Who's the nearest? This guy. All right. Manstein, who... Well, he's next for panzers. What I'm going to do is just have Manstein just a little bit closer down here. Something like there. Just so nothing too crazy happens again. If we have to do that little trick where we lure them in and then spit them back out. Yeah, look at this. Short on manpower. How are we doing with regards to occupied territories? Not bad at all. Resistance is, if we organize by resistance, not bad at all. I'm happy with that. It is costing us a lot of manpower though, so I would like to puppet somebody if at all possible. Justification is complete. Yeah, because we're losing. We're using, look at that, over 400,000 people now in a garrison. We'll see if we can designate some well-behaving states to look after themselves with a local police force. So let's declare war here. Okay, once again, not with the Allies. Free civilian factories. So it's a case of anti-air. Well, we were already working on that somewhat. Infantry equipment. We've not got loads, and once we update to the new version, that's going to get less as well. So let's put more factories on infantry equipment, and then once they've done that, the anti-air. And to help facilitate this with the civilian factories, well, do your road network on that state. We've got this spot down here. I'm going to go for all of them except one, and then when that's done, we'll put another synthetic on that spot. Turkey joined the UK. Yes, they did. All right, then, Rommel, do your thing. Let's slow time down and see how Rommel can go. Again, he's not set super aggressive. We're just doing balanced at this point. Paulus has got these guys training. Let's get some of these over to Hock. Tactical here. Let's go Air Innovations 2. Whoa, some of that was a little bit loud. I guess war is loud.
Zeigt es ihnen.
Yeah, and interesting that there's just nothing going on over here. But they're breaking through here quite nicely, making nice use of the combat width here as well. Let's pause, because I just want to check here. So we've got our intel agency up, which is great. Destroyer is a little ahead. Let's go now with the anti... So much I want to do. I'll tell you what, the radar, again, because increased coordination, that's always a good one. You know, even for non-obvious stuff. I'm hoping Rommel will soon be to the point he'll be able to command 30 divisions. Because he's one hell of a general. Yeah, these guys, look at this, they're on last stand order. And Rommel's just going through by his own self. Look at all these bonuses he's got now. Right, I think it's also time to begin setting up a new division. So based off our existing one, I'm going to duplicate that. And I want this to be an anti-tank division. Now, I could put it in as a support company. Which I may... I don't know. You see, I want field hospitals as well. You know what? Let's put field hospital on. Hang on. I would like to update that the same with these guys as well. I'd like to give them a field hospital. Trucks-wise, I think we might be able to do it. So if we put them a field hospital in, that's going to cost 800 support equipment, 500 odd trucks, which we can do. So let's just do that before we change anything else. Okay. Now let me edit this one. Duplicate. And this is now going to be anti-tank. I think the way I'm going to do it is give them armored recon. And then over here, you may say, why not give that to everybody? Because I just don't have the, I don't have this enough tanks yet anyway. And then over here, anti-tank, and it'll stay at a combat width of 18. Now you see, they're no longer as good as a few different, you know, they lose a bunch of stuff there, but we do now have the ability to attack and break through. In other words, if they come up against tanks, these guys will be a little better for it. And I'm going to change the icon to that, even though they lose a little bit elsewhere. In fact, they're slightly better at soft attack as well. But overall, as an infantry unit, they're not as good. So I'm going to rename this, and we'll just call it anti-tank infantry. Again, 18. There we go. And save. All right, put these up at the top just so we can see what we're doing. We'll start training those Hanover, and just one time. I'm going to say low equipment priority just because we're using a lot of everything, and I'd rather everybody else get theirs first in the order that we've specified. Again, infantry template down here, low. And let's focus back on the action down here. I'm surprised it's taken him as long as it has. I mean, I don't know why his confidence was as low as it was. I mean, he's just got complete domination over here. But anyway. It was like 50-50, right? We've finally broken through there. And I'm thinking, you know what would be best here? Okay, those guys are there. You push. I want these guys to push here. And they can pin there if you want. There we go. That was it. I was wanting to... I don't know if these are cut off now or if they do have a connection here. I can't recall. Do you know why not go help with Istanbul? And now...
Angetreten.
Where are we here? Manstein is waiting in the wings. Let's get him assisting this particular spot. Again, just in case these guys do have a connection over here. And now we can get Rommel into that last spot, and that gives us armor plus 15 on attack and defense, which is great, right? And Manstein's happy to already get stuck in, so let's let him.
Angetreten.
He's motorized 3, so is Rommel. Great.
Befehlen.
What's the attack over here? Well, ways off what it could be, so do you know what? Let's get these guys stuck in.
Alright.
There we go. We've got Istanbul, and I see no reason why we don't continue to press over here for the airbase while these guys are not yet had chance to reorganize themselves. And we'll push all the way through to this harbour for the supply. This panzer can come this way for the same reason. And we'll see if we can't do something like this. And let's... This guy was on super aggressive anyway, which is interesting because they're just normal infantry. Paulus, he's got a few more guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's bring over here to Manstein. And once we've got this little area, I'm going to get some of these older divisions from Manstein away. Look at this. We've got a bunch of... We've just cut off and taken out... I think that was 14 divisions. It was a lot. Right. Manstein... Go to normal and assist over here. And some of this older stuff, certainly with the medals. Over there, now that we've used our political power in the appropriate way, we can start assigning them in the way that you would want. So, for example, this guy here, this division... we can say organization, yeah, and so they'll be able to fight a bit longer. Right, 3 dockyards. I think that's been there for a little while. We're still short on factories. None of these guys are producing. We need more of these. We definitely need more naval bombers and transport. Let's have a look at Navy. What we've got, subs over in the north. So again, over to this one. And rather than breaking it off immediately, I'm going to start padding out some of these now to 15. We've got 3 Investor Emps. Great. So let's go 12 here and 12 here. We've got a destroyer. What on earth was that? We've got a destroyer in Brittany. So let's get this beefed up, and that's it. Right, what would we like then? What can we produce? Oh yeah, the armoured train. Well, we don't seem to be needing them just yet, so we'll just hold off. But it's just a key to get to the Doras that we needed anyway. All of this is ticking over nicely. Let's get the Scharnhorst done. And then let's work on our new light cruiser design. So create a variant, the 1940. Medium battery, light cruiser, this one. Anti-air. Fire control system, radar. We are working on a new... How far are we actually... off the new radar? Oh, 90 days. So yeah, we'll produce this for now anyway. Engine level 3, secondary battery, medium, the light gun there. Aircraft facilities to help us find. We'll put a torpedo launcher on this guy, as well as anti-sub. And then over here again, I'm thinking... Hang on, let's put the depth charges there, because I want... Where is my medium one? Here we go, secondary battery. You can't put everything everywhere. So over here, I only want one anti-sub. I want another... I want a torpedo launcher on it. Where can I put it? Can I put it there? Yes. And can I have the... Yeah, there we go. So it's weird. Just different things in different parts. Right, there we go. And I'm going to... This is not a mine layer. This is a decent screening ship that is good for everything. I like this one. So this is a real good cruiser now, and it's early. We'll save it. Obviously, there's a bunch more upgrades to get for these slots, but I'm happy with this one. So I'm going to save that, and that is going to start rolling out now. And we'll just decommission these older ones. Start working on this new one with every factory that you've got. And again, I don't know, let's leave it at automatic and see if the AI is a little better at where it's going to go. Paulus. These guys are the only ones that are ready. Over to Bok. You see, Bok, because of these guys, you know, they're not now vet because of we changed them slightly. So I'm going to just have Bok training just until these vet up, and then we'll stop him. Because he's, of course, on the front line. We can see Russia's starting to put more divisions on the front line as well. They're obviously realizing that. Now, we need to continue pressing into Turkey. So we'll get Rommel doing this. And we'll get Manstein doing this. And both can begin. And again, they're just on regular. And they're doing it very fast. Right, we've got the new artillery, so let's get that producing. We do have some spare, do we? Before we switch? Yeah, we've got loads. Over 4,000 artillery pieces spare, which is great. So yeah, where are we here? There we go. New artillery, which is going to help a bunch. What does it actually do? Let's have a little look here. So versus the older one. So old one left, new one on the right. Defense, you see, +5. Soft attack +5. Piercing is the same. Breakthrough +1. Hard attack is the same. Reliability, interestingly enough, is the same. So yeah, also the new one unlocks a few bits and pieces for medium howitzer and the medium cannon. Right. This would be a good one. But we're not yet at the tank stage. Although it's not too far off. It's not too far off. So let's get it done. It's going to help with our anti-tank stuff anyway, because we do have some divisions out there. Or we're starting to get them out there, the anti-tank lot, which is important because, of course, the enemy is going to be getting stronger tanks as well. Right, we can finally get a new agent, Seducer. Infiltration risk. Yeah. Seducer. Let's get this one. And she's just in charge of providing security, which you can see. The problem is, well, it's problematic. So, let's give her a help then. We'll work through these. We'll become spy master. We'll get another agent. We'll then go on defense stuff. And then, yeah, minimum effort required on that. Supply issues. Well, can we get this spot? It doesn't look like there's anybody there. And now do we have supplies? Because this is ours now. Surely we can bring supplies through here. It looks like it to me. Let's connect some of these bits and bobs up. Interesting that this guy is a supply hub that's not connected to anybody. Yeah, so it can't actually go around here, which is interesting. There's no bridge. It's got to go all the way around. Let's just, again, same reasons as before. Let's pop these down just so that this whole thing is a little quicker, because we need this more urgently than we do a refinery. Paulus, get these two guys over to Manstein. Doctrines, air, carry on. Let's have a look at some of these naval ones. So just minor kills here and here, which is great. A few there. Great. Was that it? I'm sure there was. It must now get rid of old ones that you're not paying too much attention with. What is the story with Hungary? Do you know what? These guys are not our friend, are they? They're not our friend. We can ask for docking rights, which is hilarious because they're landlocked.
Angetreten.
Heinz. We need him this way anyway. Let's get Heinz guarding this area here that we are going to be taking over. How have they taken over there? See here the problem that's they've come from there somewhere. We can't have pressed. They were hiding over here.
Alright.
Let's get this division as well.
Alright.
As well as this Panzer division to really ensure that that don't happen again. No, don't bother going that way. Just push through here. And then again, make sure nobody's hiding. Right, research. Ahead of time. Air. Right, we're not too far off. We're not too far off air. I need though the engines and the air. I mean, engines we can put into our older planes, so they're probably even a better up first move, but yeah. The destroyer is obviously crucial. The anti-air is a good one. This is important. Oh, we didn't get the engineer companies. That's huge. That's first. Come on a little quicker, please.
Zeigt es ihnen. Bereit. Angetreten.
This is going very well. And now that we've got more flotillas, I'm thinking, let's go into the mid-Atlantic. Let's spread our wings a little bit. And he's okay there. And I'm thinking as well, yeah, we've got subs here. We've got a destroyer in Brittany. So let's up this flotilla to 22. Okay, and then we'll split it in half once it's there. They're quite a ways from base, so it's taken a few days for them to get there. Come on. Can't be that far away. Where are they? Right, the destroyer here. And again, down here, Bay of Biscay, these guys. Right. Happy with that. Why, those guys are still not there. There we go. Split in half. And again, then you've got to do this whole thing again. Medium. It does remember that they're on convoy raiding though. And so now let's give them another sector. So we've got the Mid-Atlantic. We've got this whole area. Basically, I want the UK to really struggle. I would like to push them into the western approaches. The problem is, well, we start losing more. Do you know what? Let's try it. Let's try it. We are starting to get a handle on our sub-production, so, you know, if it don't go great, we'll keep an eye on it and wind it back.
Befehle. Achtung.
Right, these guys are already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll give them over to Heinz, and we'll bring some of these older ones. Dewar medal back. We'll bring these back. Again, Heinz wants motorized and all the rest of it. Speaking of which, I do wonder if we can... Do you know what? Can we set these to AT? How's that? Do you know what? That's good. We'll convert these to anti-tank divisions. How are we for trucks? We've got quite a few, so I am going to recruit another motorized. Because again, we need them, right? So touring one time for 5 divisions. And yeah, that uses all the trucks we have. It leaves us a little short. But we are producing a few. 50 odd a day at the minute surplus, which is, you know, good, right? So we're producing way more than we need. Come on. Don't just stand there. You neither. Nor you. Let's get these guys.
Los, los, los! Bereit!
Right, there we go. So we've got those lot, and so now Rommel, this guy. Look at them. Look at the cheek here. They're just coming over here. Don't go over there. We've got to finish. It's Rhodes, and yeah, this is weird. So you can actually march across to Rhodes. It's not an island in this particular instance, which again is interesting. Because look, these 2 divisions are going to give us a nightmare. Right, national focus. We've gone down here. Let's go for... let's just go this for the infrastructure speed. We've really got the main ones sorted now. Low manpower, we're fine. Doctrines for the air, it's the last one. That's it. New divisions. So the UK's broken our ciphers, so it's starting to get to the point in the game where we need to use the intel agency for that and all.
Right.
New research. Well, we're great across the board, economically speaking. Increased efficiency cap, obviously a good one to have always. Right, there we go. We've popped Rhodes off, and again, for some random reason, it then got handed over to Italy. So, yeah. Right. I'm going to give, just for now, Heinz Guderian over to this Field Marshal, just so that we can stop, delete, and just get the Field Marshal to carry on the front line. And we're going to get this area as well, because this belongs to Free France, and as we know, they are already our enemy. And the UK as well, so we'll be able to continue to push south. I hope it don't all get handed to Italy because of what's going on here. But I'll tell you what, just to make absolutely sure, I also then want Iraq. We've got the oil there. And if we come over to trade, we're not trading oil. And as you see, we have got enough, and we'll really have enough once we've got Iraq. And then what's great as well, Kuwait, which currently belongs to the UK, that will be ours. And yeah, so things going well. The Field Marshal, he's happy. So let's carry on. I would also like some additional Air Force down here. We need some more guys training. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. All training. Brandenburg, I'm sure we got some more guys training before, but clearly I'm remembering things wrong. Got anything else spare here? We could get another fighter wing training, so why not? Navy. We've got another sub. I think the submarine situation has corrected itself. Whatever that bug was, it seems to be resolved, because every last time we've been microing this, it's been there. Bay of Biscay, instead of 2 destroyers, I'm going to give them 3, so if one does get hurt and has to return to base, there will still be 2 out there. And I'd love to push out here, but of course with the disaster of last time, I'm just not confident with it yet. A new doctrine. Tactics movement -30 for the defender. Attacker attack damage -20. Defender attack damage. So this is some sort of defense thing. Backhand blow. Go on. We're going to get a lot of experience anyway because we're still attacking. Free civilian factories. Do we got another radar yet? No, we don't. How are we doing for air? It's fine, it would seem. At least where it matters. So more military factories so we can build more stuff. This state here is completely sorted. So let's go all of them. And again, let's unlock one and put just one finery on. Down here, Orbed Bayern, that's got a lot of spare space. So let's put that. Anybody else who's got a lot of slots who's not fully... I think we got the most of them. Yeah, we got the most of them. Let's also put a road network onto the north of Germany a little better, because there's a lot of slots there. And that'll keep our build queue busy for a little while. Let's just put that onto the bottom now. That one as well as the refinery, so that these roads get built a little quicker. Unassigned divisions. Right, the parachuters are ready. So this guy over to this guy. The parachute, I'm going to assign them straight away with the guy who's good for that. I think it's this guy. And we'll give him the paratroopers add-on right off the bat. And I guess the skirmisher. There we go. Right. Him. We'll put him over in Frankfurt and we'll get him vetting these guys up. He definitely needs to go with a field marshal. I'm going to give him... Let's just give him a new field marshal for now. What have we got here? Yes, both of these are pretty good. Let's reconnaissance would be great. Max entrenchment, mountaineer. Let's just give him the top one. Turkey capitulates. Good news. I'm really just not bothering with Switzerland. Just not going,
Zeigt es ihnen!
just not my thing.
Aus!
Couple of British divisions here that have got themselves bit off more than they can chew
Achtung!
and encircled. Right,
Zeigt es ihnen! Ausrücken!
Rommel, just get, you know, because Rommel's, you know, he's basically got his work cut out pushing this way. So you do that. And then Manstein, because we have been justifying versus Iraq, that's where he's going to go. Now I realize supply's going to be an issue. It's more than an issue. So we need to railway line to here. Top priority. Railway line here. Top priority. We'll connect these guys up as a top priority. As well as here. As well as here. As well as here. All top priority. This level 2, this level 2, and this level 2. Now hopefully all those things can hopefully be done pretty quickly. We've got a lot of factories now. And I'm going to check my occupied territories with regards to resistance and the guys who are not... I was hoping some might be even less. What about compliance? Oh dear, right. Intel agency. I'll tell you what, we do need the intel, but that's going to use factories, and right now we need the supplies over here. Air base. One, two, three, four. Here. Diebacker. What a name. Right then, seen as Rommel, well, he doesn't need to wait, so just go. He's in position. We've got Aleppo. There's just nothing over here at all. Division's over here. Again, he's the training army. He needs to be all the way over there. There we go. So I never muddle that up. These guys are ready to get stuck back in. So I'm going to give these two to Manstein.
Achtung!
This over here will give over to Bock.
Achtung!
And Bock will take these 4 divisions off Bock. AT. And we'll give them back to the training army.
Befehle?
Oh, we're getting our convoy where it don't belong going down the channel. I don't want it there. I don't want it there. I hate that these would even try to do such a silly thing. I'm just going to put a very limited rail network here. Upgrade. Upgrade. I don't want this. Perhaps it would help. Perhaps it would help to have a more efficient rail link, sort of like this, like this. maybe, right? Certainly that bridge to level 3, I can't see that not helping. We've got the fighters over there still, so I'm going to pull one of these off training and give them to the guy, Witzelbaum, who was defending the coast. Now he's decided to put them both over there. Really? Alright, well, sorry Witzelbaum, but I don't agree with your decision. Right, I want to give this guy at least one fighter before he goes into combat. One squadron, and the justification's complete. These are all fighters as well, so we need more combat air support. Interesting that it's not choosing to just crush that tile by itself. And so the justification for the Iraq is complete. Supply is horrific. And so until we ease some of these supply issues, which is going to be done once Rommel presses down here, they're just going to have to hold off a little bit. I would love to have some more transport aircraft as well. We're just short on factories. Military factories. Let's put 3 there. There's a lot of other stuff getting worked on. Let's bring these as a higher priority, these military factories. How are we doing over here? Go on, Rommel. Don't extend the front too much. And I need this here for supply purposes. Come on, get me these guys and then surely we'll have enough supply. Beirut, come on. We've got umpteen divisions cut off here. We don't know because we're a bit short on intel. We are now finally got our new weapons, so that's great. So let's update those. And research slot. This is all ahead. So let's go for recon. Yes. And well, need everything on this page really. Let's just work top to bottom. How's this battle doing? 125 combat. We're currently against 1 division with 3 in reserve. Well, yeah, the guys who are in reserve, you're going to want to get stuck in because you'll have nothing to fall back to. So again, we were saying there top to bottom, so let's just get that done. There we go. Right. Now the supply issue will resolve itself once these networks are repaired. And I think there's no... Joey's happy to go. Let's just declare it now. Okay, we got no tank divisions, but we do have anti-tanks, so if we run into anything, that will be the... Okay. These guys with the medal, just because we've got political power, I'm going to go for... Let's go for supply consumption on this particular one. This one here will go for organization. And then this one here, reconnaissance. Now, that's a lot on 1 division, but they're doing really well. New divisions, including all these guys that were... You know what? Let's just take the top one, put them there. This entire new... lot A new army with a new general and just somebody who's reasonably okay with his infantry. This guy here. Give him to this field marshal because again he's on defense and down he goes. So these guys, you know, they're not great, but they're gonna buy us time if Spain does start to get something down there. Plus, it's a bit of extra stuff on France generally. Let's just have a look. Yeah, they'll be supplied nicely. Not enough manpower, nonsense. We're short on infantry equipment. So this was the thing now. With infantry equipment being on the new level, we need more. As well for the garrisons, because we're conquering so much territory. We just need military factories all day. Brandenburg, yes, minus the one in case we do then need some more oil, but for now, oil and rubber and all of that is fine. I also want more combat air support aircraft, so let's up that to 5 factories. Same for the heavy ones, 5 naval bombers as well, 5 transport planes as well, 5. And so yeah, there's stuff there for a while. As long as we've got combat air supremacy though, that is the main thing. You just clear this spot out. There we go. Fall of Cairo, great. And then at least we now have some sort of access to the Mediterranean from this way. Although look at Italy pressing. I hope Italy don't suddenly get control of this because this is mine. I mean, it sounds pathetic, but I really need to control this area so that I can send ships through here if I wish and deny the enemy as I wish. Right. Navy, wolf packs, sure. They're doing very well now. Unassigned divisions for training. These guys, great, they're all ready. So let's send 2 of those over to Bock. He's already got one. Rommel, I'm going to pull one of his normal ones off. Back here. Send one of the anti-tank ones to Bock. Same with Manstein. Pull one of the... Let's do one of the ones that are very out of fuel over. Oh, our supplies. And send that over. There we go. Of course, those guys were in the middle of battle, but still. Supply-wise, top priority, seeing as they're never going to build this railway back. There we go. I'll tell you what, Air Force-wise, Rommel, just give your supply, seeing as he's got loads anyway, we'll give that over to Manstein, who has now captured Iraq. And with it, can get right onto coming over here. Alexandria, come on, this is ours. Bang. Beautiful. Right then, Rommel, see no reason why you can't live up to your name and do your Desert Foxness. And looks like... Can we actually tell the... No, we can't tell our allies not to, which is a little annoying. I hope none of this goes over to Italy. I really do. All of this is being repaired. Let's up some of this. to level 2. There.
Greift weiter an!
Great. Q8 is ours. And with it, railway. Let's link Q8 up to the rest of our... Oh, we can't just yet. Oh, yeah, we can. There, it's in. And that's railway build speed faster as well. Great. Well, we're not going to align Hungary because we're going to knock them out shortly. They've been causing us bother. Let's go that way. Let's let Italy in on it then, now that the action's over. Saudi Arabia, we're not really too bothered about. The most useful thing I find for Saudi Arabia is to get to these little countries here that the UK is, you know, part of the empire, which is insane, really.
Alright.
You really think we let go of all of that? Just being nice? Right. 4. Supply lines. Rommel, you're going to have to... He's advancing very well, but... Come on, because all of this needs repairs as well. Not enough manpower. Yeah, short on infantry equipment. We're trying to get more, but we need more of everything right now.
Ausrücken!
Yeah, so some of Rommel's air force now hasn't got suitable air bases, or at least at some point that was the case. I think that's been resolved since. Manstein's done his duty right now. I think getting a couple of parachuters trained for their own little unique mission. I mean, we've already got this guy doing the same thing, but we'll get a few more. It's not going to hurt. Right, Panzers, great. He really needs some. Manstein. Manstein as well, because he's a good Panzer guy. But he doesn't currently have any. So let's get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4 of these infantries. Bring them back. 3 Panzer divisions. We'll hand those to Manstein. As well as... Oh, they're not quite ready yet. Let's just give him that regardless. There we go. Alright, Rommel continues to press. The thing is, I need a somewhat secure area here if I'm to think about Russia.
Angetreten.
Manstein may as well make his way that way. This is going to be great access to Batumi. Take a look at the Navy then. We've got 3 subs in the north that are available. So let's up this, not that much, to 15. We've got 2 destroyers at Brittany. Which is... Let's give this guy here now, as well as up here. And seeing as we do have 2 more destroyers, we'll hand them over again. Patrol. That's fine. With these guys that are going to attack as and when they can. And I may as well set these older ones to update themselves. We've got a destroyer down in Var. As well as this older one. Right, so both destroyers down in Var. Who's the guy that's down here? This one. So can we just hand them over there? What is this? Let's give this one to this guy. Patrol. Again, just low risk. And can he not reinforce himself with the other one that's down there? Yes, he can. Thank goodness. Right, there we go. Low risk. He patrols this area. Great. Because we now control this, maybe we can get subs through. I would love to be able to add a few more subs onto this guy. Let's set this. Where's the automatic? Is there no automatic? Well, we'll see.
Achtung!
How are we doing with regards to things? Infantry equipment, we're still very much short. I'm getting shorter. How are we doing for supplies down here? Right, the railway line has gotten as far as it goes, so let's produce a new one. Now Italy's getting this area randomly. That's what feels like random to me. And they're probably going to get Ethiopia and all. Just because they started off fighting that way. Ah, I love this. The Italians are something else, man. Things are doing pretty well. Okay, I think that's gonna do it because next episode they're up. And we're only in September 39. Until then, wherever in the world you may be, take care. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.